Hey Ashley, Kylie here with RinGen SEO and Digital Marketing. I first wanted to thank you for taking Tony's call today and as promised, get over this short custom video with some tips and tricks on how you can improve your online presence all on your own and in return bring in better paying exclusive customers online that are ready and able to purchase your services. So with that, I wanted to go ahead and start on your Facebook. You are doing a fantastic job here. Just wanted to point that out. You've got all of your information listed, which is better than a lot of the times I see. So way to go there. Super impressive. Good handful of reviews. So super awesome there as well. One thing a lot of people don't know about that Facebook recently, not that long ago, added on here is that you can now go in and into your about section on your business page and add any other social profiles that you have. Super great for interlinking everything together. So if you haven't done that already, make sure that you go ahead and do that. Helps with credibility and building trust. There's three things that we're going to be talking about today. The first one's going to be content. Since we're on your website, we're going to go ahead and start there. You may or may not have heard this said before in the past, but content is king in the eyes of Google. It may sound silly, but it really is true. Google likes to see about 1,500 words of content on any page on your website that you're trying to be found for. Looks to me like on this first page here, you maybe have 500 or a little bit more. So upping that content count is going to be super beneficial for you. Next to that, any other service page that you have, like all your designated pages here, should also have close to that 1,500 mark. The content should be helpful, useful, user-friendly, relevant to what you're offering and like you're really talking to the person who's reading it. Content isn't just the words that are on a page. Content is also the images on a website and how those images are saved. So a lot of the times I pop into a website and I see that businesses are just listing their photos as generic letters and numbers. So it's just saved as a regular image file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? For just a bad example. But Google actually reads what's behind a website. So where we can't see it with our naked eye, Google actually can. So making sure that your photos throughout your site and your pages are saved as local buyer intent keywords and key phrases is going to help Google see the relevancy behind your website and help you get in front of customers, ideal customers who are looking for your power washing services. So hope that helps there. And on to the second thing we're going to be talking about today. So the next thing is going to be citations. Citations are anywhere on the web that your business name, address, and phone number are listed, and that would be through various online directories like Yelp, Facebook, YouTube, Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages. You probably get the point right now. There's literally thousands of them. Quality and quantity are what you're going to be looking for most. So you want to have more than your top competitors, and you want to have better quality directory sites than your top competitors, or at least comparable to. Each of these three businesses in the top of the 3-pack or the map pack here share about 25 to 30% of the monthly search volume that comes in for any given keyword variation. Right here, we've got typed in Power Washing Company, Kalamazoo, Michigan. I know you guys are in Montgomery, but being so close to Kalamazoo, I know there's a lot of search volume in Kalamazoo. So that's just one keyword phrase. So each one of these businesses will shift depending on what's typed in up here. So having a little piece of that pie is super beneficial for not only business growth if you're trying to grow, but also, being able to pick and choose who you work with, which I feel is really, really important. So I'm going to go into your Google business page here and just give you some optimization techniques that you can do if you haven't already done them so that you can start, seeing some better benefits from this. First optimization tip is to make sure that your photos are saved as those local buyer intent keywords and key phrases, just like we talked about on your website. Making sure they're saved as the proper dimension. So there's a dimension Google likes to see for these photos. They don't want it much larger than or much smaller than. And then also geotagging. So making sure you have that geolocation behind your images so that Google can really say, hey, Westfall Power Washing does service their customers where they claim to service their customers. And we get back into that whole trust and credibility aspect of this. Again, awesome with the reviews. You're doing a great job with that. Minimum recommendation is 25. So keep pushing those. You're doing a fantastic job there. You've got your business information listed, your hours of operation. Don't have time to go through and see all of your online directories or profiles, but always make sure that all of your information is the same across the board. Google can get really confused when you've got maybe a different or slightly different hours of operations on one site versus the other, and it starts going, I don't really know what's going on. You want everything to be the same on every site it's listed on. So if you're not doing that, make sure you go through and check and update everything there. You've got your products listed, which is fantastic. A lot of other businesses don't do that, so I'm super impressed to see that as well. Questions and answers. So a lot of businesses avoid this because they figure, hey, no one's asking me questions, so I really can't answer them. May sound incredibly silly, but you can actually have your family and friends jump in here, ask you questions that you can request for them. Say, hey, go ahead and ask me this question, and then you can actually answer them, and it's going to help just complete this profile so it's more filled out. Your Facebook's linking, so that's really good. That's where, schema type stuff comes into play. So you really want to make sure that, if you have a YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, that over time they'll start to pull up here. Reviews we talked about. Looks like you have a pretty complete business description here. 750 characters is recommended, not more than, but as close to that as possible. Really showcasing, why your business is different or better than the other local power washing companies. And then posting, which you're already doing, which is also really great. So you guys you got a lot of this all figured out. So just like you can post on Facebook, you can post here. So it looks like you guys already know that. These posts should be, if you're doing them correctly, driving traffic to your Google business page. The more traffic that comes to your page, higher up in the rankings you get. So where you may be pulling up right now in Montgomery, if we were to look up, power washing companies in Montgomery, if you travel to Kalamazoo, it's going to be worth trying to pick up some of that search volume, which it looks like you do. You got power washing Kalamazoo right there. So with that, we are going to pop over into the last, but certainly not least, part of this video. And this is backlinks. So this is a paid tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs. And what it does is show me behind the scenes of the power, coming to any given domain name. So a backlink is basically just one website linking to another website telling Google, hey, Google, this website is trustworthy. With that being said, not all backlinks are created equal. You want to make sure that all of your backlinks are coming from niche relevant, non-spammy referring domains, so referring websites. You wouldn't want to put your website on an ice cream shop because it's not related to your business, or any other sites online that are deemed spammy. So looks like you're doing a decent job here. I mean, I didn't go in and really narrow down anything, but you are being found for some keywords, which is fantastic. The only thing I'm seeing is that you could be better with pushing towards Kalamazoo, and that's, like I said, where a lot of the search volume is out there. So with that, I hope this video finds you well. I hope it brings you additional business for many, many years to come. If you have any questions, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. We encourage it, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on this. Thanks so much.